Issue 31, Combat Patrol. Say your prayers. The Dark Apostle is here. Or don't say your prayers. Hello and welcome to The Lucky Roll, an eclectic channel for eclectic games. And today we're going to be doing issue 31 of our continuing series of Hachette Collection's Combat Patrol. Now this is an interesting issue because it comes with the first of your Chaos Space Marines, more specifically a Dark Apostle and two of his Dark Disciples that help him cast and dedicate the magics to the various Chaos gods. Now this is, on terms of lore, this is a fairly light issue because it comes predominantly with a how to build and how to paint guide. Now as you can see, I've been using the how to build part. It again uses the paints that you have so far to kind of paint up to a fairly okay-ish standard, the minis that you have so far. It gives you some of the history again, that's like you can kind of roll a 1 or a 2, you've got the name Tagarin, and he whips the troops around him in a seething fervor just before the battle. If you roll a 3 to 4, you can call him Lekban, and he likes to get into the front line and slay enemy troops with his Crozius. And if you roll a 5 to 6, you have a Melkars, and he zealously ensures that their fellow warriors fully embrace chaos. So a nice little kind of character aspect for your apostle. You have the data sheet here from, and you have again here some more Chaos Space Marine character names and some of the devotees, depending on who they devoted to. So if you want to be Chaos Undivided, which is kind of dedicated to all of the Chaos, you have the Plunderer or the Dispossessed. If they're devoted to Khorne, they've got the Bloodied, the Scarred. If they're devoted to Tzeentch, you got the Distorted, the Mutable Seer. If it's Nurgle, it's the Malignant, the Oozing One. And if it's Slaanesh, the Prince of Pleasure and the Blissful Knight. And you have Scenario 21, Arena of Madness, which is an interesting little scenario because you can kind of randomly pick which Chaos God you want to devote yourself to. And if you win or lose, you go into Ascension or Damnation. Now, the minis themselves are actually excellent. I have to say I was very pleasantly surprised with the quality of these minis. So we'll start with the Disciples. This guy, of course, is just carrying the tome. But what I loved is he's wrapped in chains and he's just basically a mobile stand for the book with a load of candles on top lighting it. Now there's no book there because his Dark Apostle is actually carrying it. But I love the fact that this guy just walks into battle with basically his one job is just to carry the book. We have one fella here, he has a kind of, it's like incense, he just swings it around and kind of just, I suppose, kind of makes a nice little bit of reverence to the area. He has a couple of scrolls here on the back, but these are all cool little minis that just kind of came with the Dark Apostle and were great fun to build. Now, in some cases, you can kind of just put a kind of a greyish smoke there, but I like the idea of a kind of a flaming skull coming from it. But the Dark Apostle himself stole the show. This is just an incredible mini. I mean, this was fun to paint, fun to assemble. I had a little bit of difficulty figuring out how the cloak came here, but of course you, as always, just make sure you dry fit. But he is astounding. I mean, you can kind of just see the winds whipping by as he's casting the spell. You have the book is literally on fire. In some aspects I saw that people kind of put flames coming down from the book, but I thought it was just too fun to kind of not to just put a bit of blood down instead. The book is indented, so if you put Agrax or Shade, it'll fill out those details quite nicely. Or if you're just careful and just brush over a little bit with a bit of Rakarth flesh. The scrolls are always something that are nice to kind of add details to, and the fact that the details are already put into it is excellent. You have here on his forehead as well, if I can zoom in on it. It may not be able to. You can kind of see the symbol of chaos there on his forehead along with a couple of horns. So this is a beautiful model. So this model on its own is worth the price of the magazine, but the fact that he comes with two actual little devotees, Excellent. This is definitely an issue to pick up and the start of a fine start to anyone's Chaos collection. So as always, if you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. And until next time, this is Sean from The Lucky Roll, signing off.